Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ways of the Sith. Thank you so much for taking time to check out the channel. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Ways of the Sith. Today, we're going to be doing something different, and I'm going to be showing you some easy kit bashes and customs that I did. Some easy stuff that you could do at home without really having to do too much work or modifications on the figures. So let's check it out. All right, so first up is Darth Maul, and this is actually the comic book series head on the Darth Nihilus body. There's 3 customs involved in these next couple ones. Darth Nihilus, Kylo Ren, and it really went a long way in making a few different figures. So this was the first one, and this is Darth Maul. So I didn't have the original one that came in the archive wave. I missed both versions, so unfortunately the comic book wave was the only one I had. I really wanted something different. I wasn't the biggest fan of like the shirtless look. I tried putting a robe on him and it didn't look right, so I decided, like, let me try to make the Phantom Menace version with this Darth Maul. So I think it came out pretty awesome. It's a really easy, head swap. Just pop the head off, pop this one on, you're good to go. And to follow up on Darth Nihilus, here is my Darth Nihilus custom. I don't currently have him in a display because I don't really have a lot of Old Republic figures. It's just pretty much him and Revan and Zalabar. So now that we got some new Old Republic figures announced, I will be setting aside a cubicle to set up an Old Republic display. But here's my Darth Nihilus, and this is on a Kylo Ren body. Basically, I just swapped the head, put it on this Kylo Ren body with the cape and the hood and the head, and I think it looks a lot better. This is pretty much more accurate to what Nihilus wore. The other version wasn't. It was actually just reused from the Darth Maul. So I'm really surprised that they just didn't put him on this body originally, since they probably had a whole bunch of them left over, considering how much of these were discounted. But I really like this look way much better, and I'll be looking forward to putting that Old Republic display together. And now to follow up on that Kylo Ren, here's what I ended up doing with the Kylo Ren head. I made Ben Solo. We never got a proper version, so I really didn't want too many characters from the sequel trilogy. As most of you know, I'm really not the biggest fan of The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, but I did like Kylo, and I did like Rey, and so I wanted figures that more accurately represented them. So this is my Kylo Ren. I put the head on the Solo body. I swapped the arms out with the Emperor Palpatine arms. So then this way he's got double elbows and can hold the saber with both arms, which is something that's missing from a lot of Jedi, and I don't know why. All Jedi should come standard with butterfly joints and double hinged elbows. So if you're watching this, Hasbro, take notes, because that should be a standard going forward. But for now, this is my Ben Solo until we get a proper version of him. So here's one that I've been working on for quite some time, and then as of today, Saturday, Hasbro bursted my bubble and announced that they're actually going to make one in the comic publishing lot. So I'm very happy that we're going to get one, but it sucks that I went through all this work to make this, and now we're getting it. But this is a mashup of a Marvel Legends. I used probably about 4 or 5 different figures. So the bottom base is Domino. All the way up to the ab is the Domino body. The upper body is from Magic, and the arms are from Lady Thor. The head is from Magic. The scarf is from Jyn Erso, and the lightsaber is Darth Revan's. The hair is from the extra Firestar head. I just didn't get a chance to glue it down. But this is my Mara Jade, and I was really happy about it. I thought it came out really, really cool. Looks great, in my opinion. Probably looks a little bit better than the version Hasbro's putting out, but still, I'm very happy that we're actually getting an official Mara Jade in the line. Looking forward to adding her to the collection. Now here's pretty much a really easy one to do. This is just the Mauldalorian body, and I just used the Michael B. Jordan head and popped it on there. I don't use heat guns, so I know some people, they just say heat it up with a heat gun or a blow dryer. What I do is I just throw a cup of hot water in the microwave for a minute and just dip whatever part of the figure in that hot water for a little bit and let it soak, let it soften up the plastic a little bit, and then just, pop off whatever parts, whether it's the arms or the head in this case. So this is not a helmet, this is just the actual pegged head. And I popped the Marvel Legends head on there. I thought he looked cool. I thought he made a nice addition to the Mandos. But you don't have to use this head. You can use pretty much anyone that just has the bigger neck peg underneath. But very easy custom to do. I think it looks great. I think it adds a little bit to the shelf. So it's really cool. Here's another one that I worked on for quite a while. This is my Lady Kira. I was never happy with the one that we got from Solo. I was always hoping that we were going to get her look later on in the movie with the longer hair and, the cape and looking more like Kira. But I'm a big fan of the Crimson Dawn storyline that's going on in the comic books currently and the Crimson Reign arc that's about to start. So for those that don't know, she was actually trained by Maul after the events of Solo and is basically his protege. She's the line that continues Crimson Dawn after Maul gets stranded on Malachor, and she's basically got Crimson Dawn going all the way to the period between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And she waged war against the Emperor and Vader's hot on her tail, basically looking for her. So it looks like Kira will meet her demise probably at the end of this storyline. But I wanted proper representation on my shelf for Lady Kira. Hopefully, I know she's appearing in the Secret Invasion Marvel show. So I'm hoping that they make a Marvel Legends of her so I get a better head sculpt with like the longer hair. That would be absolutely perfect for this figure. But this is the Dagobah Luke arms and the skirt from Palpatine and a cloak, which I'm not sure where I got the cloak from. Oh, this cloak is from Kylo Ren. So that's actually how I ended up kit bashing her. I used this belt from Magic from Marvel Legends, and I thought it looked great. I thought it's a perfect addition. If you're wondering why she's got a lightsaber in the comics, she's got like these short blades that are almost like lightsabers. So that's why I have her with one of Asajj Ventress's curved sabers for right now. But really cool. Love the figure. Think she looks awesome. Now, I don't know how many of you are reading the rumors or the reports regarding the Ahsoka series, but some of you may consider this a spoiler. There's rumors that we're going to see Zabrak stormtroopers, Zabraks in stormtrooper armor, basically just like using it as armor to protect themselves. So I figured I had this Zabrak that really didn't fit in anywhere. Like, I don't have a dedicated Fallen Order display. I just have Cal, like, with some other figures. So, really, this was the only other figure from Fallen Order that I had. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try it out. So what I did was I took the arms off of a Stormtrooper body and just popped them in. They fit perfectly with the butterfly joints. And I took the armor piece and the helmet. So this is an actual, helmet. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit on top because of the crown of horns. I really would have loved to have that. I may paint up the armor and customize it, add some colorways to it or something. But I think it looks awesome. I think it's a cool, like, little thing to have on your shelf, especially sitting maybe next to Thrawn. I'm probably going to try to pick up another one of these and do another one. This way I have two of them, to display side by side as like his troopers and his protectors. That would be really cool. So really easy to do, simple, really cheap and affordable too, because I believe these figures are all on clearance right now at GameStop. So, and here's just kind of another easy head swap. This is the head from the ARC Trooper that came in the Clone Wars set. I basically keep his helmet on all the time. So there was no use in him having a good, head sculpt underneath there with his helmet on all the time. So what I did was I swapped it out with a Boba Fett head and just popped the helmet back on and put it on the Cody. So now my Cody can actually be unmasked. We definitely need an updated Cody. Like, this is the old mold. It doesn't really stand well. It's really gummy with the legs. I would love an updated Cody on like the newer clone body. That would be perfect, especially if he had the fully removable helmet. This is unfortunately just, a neck peg. So that's Cody. I think he looks great. He looks great standing next to Rex on the shelf, so it works. So here is a look at my Padme that I display on my shelf. I feel like we've never gotten really a proper version of her in Black Series. We've only gotten the Attack of the Clones version, and it's not even like the cool version where she's like in the fight. We got like the pre-version of that. So I would love for them to give us a couple more Padmes. We have Anakin, well, we could always use more Anakins, but I would love Padmes, like in some of the different outfits, some of the Queen outfits, something. So this is just the Yavin ceremony Leia. I popped the head off and put the Padme head on, but I also have this Padme head from the Thor movie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint the hair brown and try that on. I think it'll look cool on this, and then I can put the Padme head back on the other body and have them both displayed. But I really like it. I just think it adds a little bit more. It looks a little cooler on the shelf, you know, having her actually like in some kind of formal wear. You know, that's how you saw her most of the time in the movie and in the cartoon and everything else. So I really like it from my shelf. Like I said, very easy to do. And last but not least, this is the only G.I. Joe classified that I'm going to show off in today's video. But this is my custom G.I. Joe classified Scarlet. This is the one I display on my shelf and have next to Snake Eyes. This is the movie head, just on the original release body. The only thing is the neck is a little lighter. You could probably see it from the side there. But face on, you don't really notice it too much. It doesn't really stick out. But I prefer the purple on Scarlet. I always thought that looked much better. But I gave her the belt from a Maz Kanata figure just to add a little bit more yellow to the middle there. And set her up. So I flipped the arrow quiver around the other way, so the knife's not like right in her face like it is the other way, and added the Alley Viper grappling hook to her back, as well as a ninja sword in her hand, because she's trained, you know. She's a Rashikage by master. So I love this figure. This is my like ideal version until we get like a proper version done of her. I really hope now, like with the updates, that she's somebody that they go back and revisit. She's somebody I would really love to have a redo. Well, now I know why Robo finds these play days so enjoyable. I literally sat here for a couple hours, you know, making some final touches on a couple of these. Sometimes I just get in the mood and I end up, you know, cracking some fodder figures apart and, you know, separate them and start separating parts and putting them in bags. And then I'm like, you know what, I could use this for this or use this for this. And sometimes it gets me going. So these are the product of that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Ways of the Sith. And as always, may the Force be with you.